Hello guys, I'm waiting for my camera to stop shaking before I start. It's hard to get it lined up. I don't have a really good system on recording and making my videos, but I'm still working on it. Okay, today's project is on an artist by the name of Robert Delaunay. He was a French artist, and he was born in 1885 and he died in 1941. And as you know, some artists were not famous until after they died. But Robert Delaunay was famous before he died. He experienced a very successful career. Looking at his first painting, you see that it is an abstract. Abstract meaning that we cannot identify it as a dog, a house, a tree. However, in this painting, we can identify the shapes, which are circles, and I see some lines. Do you see the lines also? There's so much color in this painting. I want you to notice that he did not paint the same colors side by side. He moved them around, and that's the way we're going to do ours. Here's another that he did. Oops, let's let it focus. There we go. This one is a series of circles inside of each other. I think he started with a circle in the middle, and he got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he put some other little circles inside, and he put some lines. He probably did this with a pencil and then colored. So you could do this with your pencil first if you like, or you can go ahead and do it with crayons. Because remember, with abstracts, there's no way to mess up. It is the way that you put it on paper. There's no wrong way to do it. This one's very interesting. This one has more order. These are all half circles or curves. He put a line straight down the middle, and then he put curves on the left and curves on the right. And I only see 3 straight lines. One straight down the middle, one on the left, and one on the right. And here, this one's not quite as simple. This one has a lot of details. It's just all over the place, isn't it? But notice that he filled the entire canvas, his entire surface. It's filled with lots of interesting shapes. However, he breaks the rule of abstract, and there is an object that I can identify. Do you see a man? If you'll look at the very bottom of the screen in the center, you will see a man in a blue coat with a hat on. This is Sonia Delaunay. This is Robert's wife. She was born in 1885 and she died in 1979. Let's see what her art looks like. Whoa, does that look like anything we've just seen? It looks like she and Robert, her husband, are doing the same kind of art, the same style. Which makes me wonder who did this first. Did Robert do one first and then Sonia said, "Ooh, I love that. I'm going to start doing that too." And they did hundreds and hundreds of paintings just like this. And each were successful and people were buying them. Because in this time, people were wanting abstract arts. People no longer wanted pictures on their walls that were of landscapes or fruit or flowers. They wanted something that was different. And in those days, in the early 1900s, this was very different. This was considered modern art. And everybody that was anybody just had to have one in their home. So their art sold very well. So you see, she is the same. She has used lines, and she's used curves, even circles, and lots of color in her artwork. Here's another. And in this one, I see some swirls. I see circles and I see lines, but I see some lines that curve and kind of identify at the bottom of this painting. It looks like a curve to me. You see the bottom right? Do you see those curves that are side by side? I like that technique. Here's another one of hers, very simple. I think she started with half a circle on the right-hand side, and then it looks like she did another one over it, and then another, and after she did that, she started doing more circles, and she layered them like they're underneath. It looks kind of like she has a big green circle, and then she has 3 smaller circles laying under that big circle, doesn't it? And then here's one with a little more detail. There's a lot going on here, and again, I believe she is breaking the rules on abstract, because I think I see an animal. Do you see the animal? I believe I see a bull. I see the bull's head and I see the bull's horns. Now, I'm not sure. Sometimes we would need the artist to sit down and talk with us and explain it to us, but that's what I think I see. Do you see it, or do you see anything else? Because I'm also thinking I might see a lady that's in a blue skirt or blue dress, and maybe she's got white or blonde hair. And in my imagination, she's holding a baby. Do you see that? Remember last week when we did our abstracts, do you remember that we tried, after we finished, we looked back at our pictures and tried to find things in them? Well, this is another fun paper that I want you to do. And I want you to remember that there are no rules. You can do the lines wherever you want them. Do lines. You can do curlies. You can do any kind of shape that you want, and just fill the colors in and see what you end up with. You might be surprised. Now, let's see yours. Until next time, bye-bye. Stay safe.